Good afternoon, True Life. I wanted to check in with everybody and just kind of give you an update of what we're looking at in regards to church. I know that everyone is anxious, no more than Sister James and I, to be back at church and not just to be worshiping and preaching to an pretty much empty building. We're thankful for our few musicians that we have and our sound crew and our media crew and all of that. But again, we're just a handful of folks who are here, and it's definitely not the same as having church like normal. And I know for you all, it's been a different worship experience as far as worshiping there in your house. And I thank you for staying diligent and staying strong in your disciplines and all of those things. But we're all anxious to get back. Now, we know that the governor had given a reopening plan saying that things could start opening back up, including churches, on May the 4th. And then we know that the county came along yesterday or the day before and gave its guidelines, which are a bit more strict, of course, than the state. And to be honest with you, there's several things we have to get in place before we can bring folks back, and that is we're working with a team as far as technology and media and sound and physical structure. There's things we have to do there, some upgrades and a little bit of building and stuff like that. We are revamping the whole service, how we do church in the midst of all of this. Which is going to be different than normal, even when we're in the building. And then our greeters, our ushers, our hospitality, all of that, everything right now has to be revamped. So we're working on all of that. And so we had not planned on having church in person in the month of May. So when the guidelines came out, they weren't, I guess, a huge disappointment to us in the know, because we knew that, we're not planning on having church in person in May. We're going to try to take that month and just get everything squared away, as we're already in the process of working on. But we hope that come June, at the end of May, when the city or the county and everybody revisits, that hopefully some of those restrictions will be lessened, and they'll open things up even more, and then we can get back to church in person in June. At least that's my prayer and that's my hope. During that time, I realize we're going to have to continue online services. And so I'm asking everybody, plug into those online services. Please worship, participate in those. Make sure it's a family experience, if at all possible. There's no reason that you should not be able to have an awesome touch of God, even there in your home. Please do not be of the mindset that, man, I got to get back to church before I can worship. I got to get back to church before I can have a move of God, before I can get a touch from God, before I can get a refilling of the Holy Ghost, anything like that. Because at that point, you're looking at 2.5 months of basically putting God on hold. So please don't do that. Plug into the service. Get your touch of God. Receive the word. Be strengthened. Let Jesus bless you during that worship time. One thing that I want to let you all know, after having said all of that, and that is that our goal is to try to provide some sort of outdoor fellowship setting, maybe a little bit of outdoor worship. We don't have a parking lot that is conducive for parking lot services, as some folks have done. And so we're working on, and I'm not going to share a whole lot here because, again, it's going to be dependent upon weather and timing and just all that stuff. But we're working on hopefully at least 1 or 2 weekends we can have a gathering for those who are comfortable with that outdoors, those who want to be apart. And of course, we're going to keep social distancing in place, all of those things. But again, it'll just be a little different environment, and you'll actually hopefully get to see some of the folks. Again, those who are comfortable. This is not a thing where you have to come if you don't want to. But it's something we're working on. and hopefully it'll work out for us. So I just wanted to encourage everybody, please stay the course, stay strong, continue to plug in, continue to worship. Hopefully we'll have a change of scenery and a little change of routine in the month of May a couple of times. And then let's just pray that come June, we can actually get back to in-person church. We love you, Sister James and I. Again, we thank you so very much for all of your kindness. My goodness, you guys have just been so very, very kind by your words of encouragement, your words of thank you, kindness, gestures, gifts, that just things that you guys are just going above and beyond. We're working as hard as we can, and I'm thankful for the crew that we have that's working as hard as we are right alongside of us. And we will get through this, and we can see great things happen while we're in the storm, while we're in this place. So stay strong. We love you. We miss you, and we'll see you soon. God bless.